keep trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, and who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this case is once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Brissett now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Eluding the pressure right. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Lead! 57, you got 59 over there.
2nd down, Dalton. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here you go, 368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it's going to be tipped up and picked off.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Flex round! 4 down. Hey, switch!
First down, Brissett. Flush to his right. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Man open left side, it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now Gordon on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They come out here, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Jacoby Brissett scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down throw for Brissett. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Geno Atkins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Ohio! Flex round!
Brissett from the gun on third. Going deep here for Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Dancing. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Chargers getting set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Brissett again. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, LA! Travis Benjamin, 37 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10, Dalton once more. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to go down again. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd down, Brissett. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Melvin Ingram. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Dalton steps it, and pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Brissett sets to throw it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, 44 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the...
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to air one out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And
he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And now running right through it. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
Here we go, D. Here I come.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bengals getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ready for something coming left. 2 by 2. Move.
1st and 10 for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
You got 59 over there.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Nice. 368! 368! Nice. There you go, 368!
Throwing again. Dalton. Buying time to his left. Going deep downfield for Rowe. He's got it at the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 54 yards. They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Brissett now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Play action now. Brissett. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Here we go. What? 90.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 41 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Sturgis for the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dalton now to pass. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
368.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Now he'll escape to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And now to the air, Dalton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 41 yards.
57.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. Down to the 15-yard line.
I got him! I'm going to hit you all day, baby. He wasn't ready.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Again, it's Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14th. Desmond King making the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
They go 368. 368.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? As another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They give them a gain of 38.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
What? 90.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. Wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.